FCC Chairman Brendan Carr says that James Talarico invented the Colbert controversy to raise money, calling it a hoax. But then he also confirmed that the FCC opened enforcement proceedings against The View for interviewing Talarico and said that he would have gone after Colbert if the interview had aired. So that's not denying censorship, that's threatening more of it. Right, so let's break down the specifics. During a press conference yesterday, he said this.
The claimed equal time issue in the Colbert instance had to do with Democrat on Democrat violence. This was about James Talarico looking to get a sort of a click and a view and maybe a vote and a money boost over his two opponents in the Democrat primary.
Right, as we've talked about. Earlier this week, you had Colbert saying that CBS blocked him from airing an interview with Texas Senate candidate James Talarico, citing the FCC's equal time rule. And that's that rule that states if a network gives one candidate airtime, their opponents are entitled to equal airtime on the network. In Talarico's case, the argument is that would mean that his Democratic primary opponents, including Jasmine Crockett, need to be offered CBS airtime. But, and it's a big but, went to Brazil, got a BBL, but talk shows are historically exempt from this rule. You've had people accusing this Trump-run FCC of over-enforcing the rule to punish Trump's critics, and many feel like CBS is at the very least complicit. Brendan Carr, he dismissed those concerns, accused the media of falling for a hoax, and thinks that the whole thing was pre-planned.
You had a Democrat candidate who understood the way that the news media works, and he took advantage of all of your sort of prior conceptions to run a hoax, apparently for the purpose of raising money and getting clicks. And the news media played right into it. I think yesterday was a perfect encapsulation of why the American people have more trust in gas station sushi than they do in the national news media.
And actually, the one thing that he just said that is true is that this may have helped Talarico's campaign. But even though his Colbert interview wasn't aired on broadcast TV, it went on YouTube, all the social media places, got millions and millions of views, people talking about it on TV. His campaign raised $2.5 million following the news cycle. But that also doesn't mean the other stuff he said is true, and it doesn't mean that the FCC and CBS have clean hands. You even had that FCC commissioner yesterday saying this is an example of corporate capitulation in the face of this administration's broader campaign to censor and control speech. You've got a lot of people agreeing with her, which is not surprising for a number of reasons, including during yesterday's press conference, Carr confirmed that the FCC has started enforcement proceedings against ABC and The View over equal time issues related to their interview with James Talarico. And that, even though the show is produced by ABC News and news programs are not supposed to be subject to the rule. And then also later in the day, you had Carr going on Fox News and he suggested that he would have opened a probe into Colbert if he had aired his Talarico interview.
Would you have gone after them for violating the equal time rule, as Colbert said?
What we've said is we've been very clear is that broadcasters have a unique right and privilege, a license. And one thing they have to do is comply with the equal time rules. But complying with equal time would have meant
When has that been enforced? When's the last time that's been enforced against I used to work for CBS many, many years ago.
It's been a while, but complying would mean more airtime. For more Democrats, we're going to enforce the law and hold broadcasters accountable.
That FCC commissioner is right. This is corporate capitulation. So just remember, that hoax claim, it's gaslighting. Carr says that Talarico engineered this for clicks while simultaneously proving CBS was right to fear FCC retaliation. Both can't be true, and Talarico didn't create the threat. Carr did.